everyone, it's Kate. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to be sharing my 2022 planner lineup with you. It has taken me, I'm filming this on Christmas Eve, it has taken me until now to finalize my planner lineup. I just had planner lineup paralysis and I couldn't figure out what I was doing and what was going to work for me. I think I have figured it out now, and I am going to show you all of the things. There are 4 planners here. There are actually a minimum of 5 that I'm going to be using. I'll explain that in a moment, as well as a couple additional ones that I might throw into the mix. Okay. First up is my catch-all planner for 2022. I have mentioned in a couple videos that I really miss doing a weekly spread. I haven't done one regularly since June rather of this year. I was memory keeping in a 7x9 planner for the first half of the year. I haven't done one as like a catch-all for a year now. I'm missing it. If you've seen my last couple videos, you know that I have been planning in this planner for a couple weeks. We're in the second week, and I have decided that I am going to continue doing that for my catch-all planner for 2021. So this is the Avalon and 9th 7x9 planner. It is undated. It's a lined planner, which was new for me until I started a couple weeks ago. So I'm still finding my footing a little bit there, but I am loving it so far. So what you get with this planner is 12 months of either black or colored tabs. You've got a notes page at the front of each month, a monthly layout, and then it goes into the weeklies and you get 5 per month. I uncoiled this planner, my first time uncoiling a planner, maybe my last time, to be honest with you, and took out the extra weeks from the months that didn't need them. And I moved them to the beginning where I have sort of started this planner a little bit early. So I felt like I needed the practice to get back into it. Week 1 was definitely a struggle if you saw that video. Week 2 is going a little bit better, and I am excited to continue going in this planner as my catch-all for 2022. Okay, next up is one of the ones that was not pictured. I have figured out over the last little while that one of the things that I need is a planner that I can really just sort of scribble in and plan ahead in for my business. So what I'm going to do for that in 2022 is a basically totally DIY planner. So I have inserts from a number of different shops here for a number of different purposes, and I am going to put them together and create a DIY Franken planner for my business. This is going to be for planning ahead for the shop, for releases, for YouTube, anything related to my business is going to go in this planner here. I'm going to do a planner setup video in the next couple of days to go through that whole process with you guys of how I'm going to set this up and what I'm going to include in it. So for now, it's this stack of papers here, which includes 2 full monthly sets, as well as a whole bunch of other things. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to use all of it in that video. So obviously it's going to be disc bound, but again, totally DIY'd. So stay tuned for more information about that. While I was not doing a weekly spread in the second half of this year, I was using a Penny Pages B6 Be Productive Daily Planner. I felt like I needed a daily planner, which I haven't always, to really sort of focus down on what I needed to do on a given day. I have made no secret of the fact that I have ADHD. My brain is sometimes a little bit frazzled, often a lot frazzled, let's be honest. And I need to be able to sometimes just focus on what I'm doing and not see the rest of the week. Sometimes I need that full overview to really get the bigger picture, but on a day-to-day basis, I need to be able to focus in on what I'm doing. I'm going to do that in a variety of ways in 2022, and I'm going to share them with you as I get things set up and see how they work. But for my daily planner for 2022, I am using a TPC Penny Pages hybrid planner. So this is the B6 TPC Weekly Be Productive Daily Hybrid. If you have never seen one of these, most of you probably will have, I think, but if you've never seen one of these, it's a combination of the TPC Academic Weekly Planner and the Daily Be Productive Planner from the Penny Pages. So this is a magnificent planner. It's a 4-month planner because it's daily and weekly together. So it's huge. Like, it's a thick planner. And this actually doesn't even have everything on it because it also comes with 2 note sections. But behind each monthly tab, you get this monthly overview, a monthly view, notes page, a weekly overview page. That goes into the TPC academic layout, which in the B6 size is a week on 3 pages. And then you go into 7 days of weekly Be Productive daily pages. The one I was using for the second half of this year was not a hybrid, so it did not have the weekly overview here or the weekly view here. I did previously use a 7x9 academic planner, and I liked it for some things, but having too many separate planners just ended up not being helpful to me. So the fact that it's all in one planner, it's a little bit smaller. There's only 4 sections here instead of 5, like in the A5 wide. I'm hoping it's going to work. I'm hoping the way that I'm planning to use it is going to work, but we're going to have to see. So how I'm planning to use this planner is, I sort of use this differently every month. I don't really have a set purpose for these pages here, and I don't going into 2022 either. My monthly view in this is just going to be like my regular monthly calendar. There are some videos on my channel with monthly plan with me's from the one I'm currently using. It's just going to continue in the same way. Notes page will be for whatever. The weekly overview page, I'm still sort of finalizing and throwing around some ideas on, but so far what I think I'm going to use them for is just an overview of what I need to film for YouTube, what I need to design, any shop admin, and then probably a home section where I can put, like, meal planning or cleaning tasks or things like that. These 2 sections here will probably be more home-based, but who knows? It might evolve over time. The weekly academic view is going to be where I'm going to break down my social media and YouTube tasks and sort of, just lay the week out in that way. So it's going to be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then probably a miscellaneous section. And the information for that will come from that DIY planner that I just showed you. So all the information in here is going to come from the 2 previous planners, the 7x9 weekly catch-all and the DIY planner. What I will do each week is once those are done, I will then be able to focus down on each day. Okay, what is happening each day that I need to focus on for social media? And then as we get into the daily pages, what are the tasks for work that I need to do that day? Is it a filming day? Is it a design day? Is it new listings? Is it orders, printing and cutting, whatever it might be? That's what's going to go on these pages here. So you've got 7 daily pages. Oops. Then you have a notes page, then your next weekly overview, and so on and so forth. So that's how I'm planning to use this planner. I purposely got discs instead of coil like I have been using this year because I know myself. I know that I like to switch up planners, pretty frequently, really. If it's on a coil, yes, you can uncoil it, but it's just easier to do on discs and save the sheets if I end up not using some weeks. For example, this last week of December, or second to last week of December, whatever it is, Christmas week that we're in, I really have not used the daily pages in my current Be Productive planner, because it's just been sort of go, 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 and I just needed like one weekly overview. So there will be weeks like that, and that's okay. I can just pull these off the discs and save them for another time. Speaking of these discs though, this is not the planner setup that I'm going to use. If you saw my December memory keeping setup, I showed you how I created a clear planner cover and did sort of a DIY cover underneath it. I am going to be doing something similar with this planner in 2022, and that will be part of my setup video as well. All right, next up we have a budget planner. This is the TPC Nation Penny Pages collab budget planner. It is the Caitlin version, which is much more unstructured than Destiny's original version. I am going to use this as my work budget. I have inserts from this planner that I have been using for the second half of this year, and I'm gonna go back and do the first half as well because it's just working really well for me. I decided to go with coil for 2022 just so that it's all together. I can't lose it because, again, ADHD, and I have been known to lose inserts that are not literally in my view at that time. So I want to make sure for work finance purposes that I know where it all is. And then at the end of the year, if I need, assistance from an accountant to do my taxes, I can literally be like, here you go. This is the year. So if you have never seen one of these planners before, it does start with a budget tracker. I don't really know how to use this. I don't use it in the one I'm currently using. I don't know what to do with it. So there is that budget tracker. Then behind each monthly tab, you've got your overview. This is the A5 size, by the way. A monthly view, which is where I plot out each month which bills and auto pays and all of that stuff I know are coming out. Don't really use this for anything currently, but thinking about some different ways to use it. And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's five sheets of just these unstructured columns. And I use these to track expenses. Primarily, I use my Avalon and 9th functional sub stickers for this planner, and I'm going to continue doing that in the new year. After these columns, you do get this sheet here. I, once again, have not really been using this sheet, these 2 pages this year, but I do think I know how I'm going to use them for 2022. And when I do my setup video, I'm not going to show like work numbers, but I will go through the setup with you and show you how I'm planning to use them. At the end of each month, you have a notes page, and then it starts over. So this will be my all work financial information in here for 2022. All right. I mentioned that I was going back to discs for some planners this year. And then I showed you 3 planners that are on coils. I don't know if this one is going to work out for me, but I'm going to try it. This is the Penny Pages Daily with Journaling Planner. It's the A5 wide size. This is an outdated planner. It was for July to December of 2021. I'm going to redate it. That's fine. I'm not worried about that at all. I can definitely redate this planner. What I am worried about is that this is a lot of space to cover each day. I have said multiple times in my videos, including recently, that I don't have that much going on in life. I know there's the whole, embrace the ordinary, jot down whatever, happened during the day, even if it isn't exciting, and I totally get that. Sometimes my days are literally just all the same. In fact, often they are. I did start my second half of the year, 2021, memory keeping in a B6 version of this. I did not keep up with it. Part of that was because life was insane in 2021 for our family. Part of it was that we moved in the fall, and it took weeks and weeks to get everything set back up in the new house to where I even had access to the stickers that I was using in this planner, in the B6 version. I have July, August, and most of September memory kept in that planner. Most of October, November, and December is not. I did that whole setup video for December in that planner, made it really pretty for the holidays to sort of, you know, motivate me to get back into it. And then I got the flu and I was out for a week and super behind on Black Friday orders, and it was just a snowball from there. So I had gotten this during an Oops sale in the summer. I am going to try it. It's 6 months. If I give it up halfway through, the second half of the year, I will not do a daily memory keeper. I will go back to a weekly or some other form of memory keeping. I do have some things in place or in mind for how to make this a little bit more manageable given how big it is. And I'm going to show you that again in the setup video. Part of it is just doing some pre-planning each week for the following week to know which stickers I'm using. Part of it is to have sort of a standard sticker on each day to jot some standard things down and track some things. And part of it is just going to be making time to do it each day. It's definitely a time commitment, at least for me. I know some people are able to slap down a spread in 10 minutes, including the journaling, and I think that's amazing. When I get to the end of a day, I can't always remember what I did at 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is a struggle for me, but I have always been a journaler, always been a writer, and I would love to be able to get into something like this. There is also a part of me that thinks it may actually be easier with a bigger planner because I do like to journal. So having more space, I don't have to worry about like being so, you know, careful with my wording to fit it all in, as well as use some more deco stickers, because in the B6, if you do, you know, one full box, you don't have tons of space underneath, and the journaling is much, much smaller. So who knows? It may end up being exactly what I need in order to make it work. I'm not sure, but I'm going to find out. I will keep you guys updated on how that's going, and we'll talk more about this planner in that setup video as well. Couple last planners that I am really not 100% sure about yet. This is the TPC Nation Book Club Planner. I used it this year. I've got it over here. And I used it faithfully until September. I did not mark a single thing in it in September. But all up until then, I did. And I loved it. I loved the setups. I loved the spreads. I loved like everything about it. And I did a ton of reading in the first half of the year because of this planner. Well, partly because of this planner. I think the reason I stopped was mostly because of moving. I actually did, I laid down most of the spreads in here. Was mostly because of moving, that it just got too busy to keep up with it. I don't love the thought of not having a book planner for 2022. I just struggle to start a planner, especially again, one on coils that I may not see through. I've got to give this one a little bit more thought and figure out if setting reading goals is something that I want to do for 2022, or if I'm just going to take that pressure off of myself. And either way, if I'm going to use the book planner. So you may see this one in my lineup, you may not. I'm just not sure yet. I did get the same cover because for both years, because there just wasn't another one that I thought was like as cute and appropriate for the book planner. So we will see. We'll see what happens with this one. I don't know for sure if it's going to end up in the lineup. All right. Last but not least, this is the Avalon and 9th A&N Weeks planner. I used this for a few months earlier this year, from I think May-ish to almost through July, as my weekly catch-all planner. I really enjoyed it. I think in the end I didn't stick with it, partly because I was using the Be Productive Daily for the second half of the year, and it was a little bit redundant, which it may still be having the daily and the 7x9 weekly. The 7x9 weekly is really like, that's sticker therapy for me. So I just want to do it for that reason. I find this a super, super, super functional planner. I really love it. I love the layout. I am thinking about using it less as a weekly planner and more as sort of a checklist thing. So I was using it the way that it was, I think, originally intended, as each day is sort of one of these blocks. I was actually in the older version of it, which is the same layout, just different paper, for the first part of the year. And I loved it. It was a very functional for me, and it worked really well. How I think I might use it in 2022 is a little bit different. I am working on sort of setting up more of a time blocked schedule, so I know each day which task, like work task, I'm focusing on. As a shop owner, I've got my shop, so I have designing, I have order processing and printing and cutting. I also have this YouTube channel, I have Instagram, I have a Facebook group, all of that stuff. It can be a little bit overwhelming at times to know where to put my focus on a given day, because there's always something that needs that attention. What I'm trying to do for 2022 is set up sort of, on this day, here is what I'm going to focus on. And then sort of switching out those tasks day by day. I think that this could work really well as a 4-day week on 2 pages, which is sort of how I'm trying to structure my time. So I will always work more than 4 days a week. That's not my intention to have a 4-day work week. The 5th day would just sort of be that catch up, anything goes kind of day. So, it might be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday would be my focus days, because my husband's work schedule is such that his days off are Sunday and Monday. So maybe I wouldn't work Sunday and Monday. They'd be my 2 days off. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday would be the focus days. And then Saturday would be my catch-up day or miscellaneous day. This would end up being mostly like a long to-do list for that day. So maybe it's just that I need a place to jot things down. Maybe it's that I know exactly what I'm going to focus on. If this would be Tuesday, Wednesday, if Wednesday is my designing day, here's exactly what I'm going to design. Maybe Thursday is my filming day for YouTube, and then I'm going to write down here what I'm filming, and have I done the editing and the thumbnail and all of that stuff. I think it could work really well. I'm also considering picking up the Avalon and 9th B6 planner, which is a week on 3 to 4 days, depending on how you look at it. I'll link all of the shops down below, but I'll link that B6 planner as well. I have not picked it up yet because it so far isn't available in just unpunched inserts. It's only available on the coil. And I think for me, like already in this planner, I've got 2 different uses in it already. And this would be the 3rd. So I would rather have the rest of the sheets, if I change my mind or if I stop using it, on discs, so that I can repurpose them later. So we will see. I love this planner. It is like, it's honestly sized perfectly for, you know, that smaller weekly overview planner. I may go back to it if I find the 7x9 is too big for a weekly planner. Or I may, like I said, find a different purpose for this and use it as that sort of week on 2 pages, but 1 full column per day for 4 days of the week. We'll just see. This one I don't think will be part of the setup video because I'm not really sure yet that I'm going to use it at all. And if I do, I'm not sure yet exactly how, but I will keep you guys updated on whether or not it does sort of worm its way into the lineup, or if I do pick up that B6 version of it, you will see that more on this channel. All right, so this is my stack. I've got, after saying I'm going back to discs for many, I've got a bunch of coiled planners here, but I think the purposes for those will work as coiled planners. The discs are going to be really good for me to plan my dailies. I am also going to have this disc bound DIY planner as well, which I'm going to show you more of in the setup video, possibly the book planner, and possibly my little A&N Weeks planner there. But that is my 2022 lineup. Now, what can you expect in terms of this channel? I know that I have hardly posted a video. I mean, definitely the second half of the year, but I think even before that. Probably since March or April, that it hasn't been regular. I miss it. I think about doing YouTube video all the time, and then I just don't have time, or I run out of daylight because my lighting situation here isn't great still. I'm working on it. Or, you know, there's just tons going on and I end up just planning my week quickly without turning on the camera. I definitely want to get back into making regular videos here on YouTube every week. And so that actually did play into my decision to add in this weekly catch-all planner. Sometimes it's hard to do a daily planner. If I was filming it every day, I think it would work. It isn't always possible for me based on my husband's work schedule. Either he's off and so I don't film because we share an office and often he's gaming, or I just want to, you know, have to kick him out of his computer space as well. Sometimes it's that he doesn't start work until 1 some days. And if I'm up at 9 and working, I'm doing my daily planner and I haven't turned on the camera. I'm going to see how that goes and figure out if there's a way to work it back in some way. I think probably the hybrid view will be, or the hybrid layout will be easier to do that with. So I think what you can expect to see on this channel is definitely the weekly plan with me in the A&N 7x9, and probably the hybrid portion of this planner, like that weekly view as well. I will probably do monthly setups for some of these as well on the channel. So if you like those, I love doing monthly spreads. So if you like those, then stay tuned for those as well. But in general, I am making it a huge goal for 2022 to get back onto YouTube regularly and posting videos. So any way that I can, I will do it. All right, that is it for me. Finally, my 2022 planner lineup. I'm excited about them. I'm so excited to have it finalized. And I'm really, really excited to get going in the setup videos to show you how I'm going to use all of these. All right, let me know down below in the comments what planner or planners you are using in 2022. Let me know if you are a one planner kind of person or if you are like me and have multiples on the go. Tell me all the things. Link me to your planners. If you've got one that I don't have here, link me to it so I can see it. Maybe it's got the perfect layout for me. I like to switch planners. That's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. And don't forget to check me out over on Instagram, Etsy, and Facebook at A Pretty Plantscape. I will see you all again soon, and a very Merry Christmas to you all. Bye, friends.